There's so little magic in the world, especially now. It's a hard time to be alive and a hard time to be happy. I had a professor in undergraduate school that called the theater the temple. And I always think of it like that. I still get chills when I walk in theaters because magic happens there that can't happen anywhere else. We suspend our disbelief and we believe these characters that come to life. And it's a communal thing. There's so little opportunity for us to come together and share an experience anymore. So to me, that's still kind of magic.
Okay, well, ready for set.
Okay.
Awesome.
Freshman year, we went to see a Shakespearean play, The Merry Wives of Windsor, and it was done as a woodcut. And it was like the light bulb went off and it was like, oh my God, this is what I'm gonna do for a living.
That's nice, Renee.
I have not had a linear career path, but that's something I always share with my students also, that, you know, if you're an artist, everything that you do in your life informs who you are as an artist. So, you know, nothing you do is a wasted time. For a number of years, I was a professional dancer. In between seasons when I was dancing, I worked in costume shops because I knew how to sew. When I sort of like aged out of dancing, I went back to grad school, got a degree in costume production, and then that's what I've been doing since then.
I had a guidance counselor in high school who told me that I could never have a career in theater, so I should choose something more realistic. So I believed her, and I went into graphic design. I saw how much fun the theater kids were having, and I decided I'm just gonna do what I really, really want to do.
My dream was to work on Broadway. So I took my little measly resume and I said, okay, I'm gonna do this. Ray Diffin's Stage Clothes hired me as a stitcher. So I got my foot in the door.
I've worked with Maryann for 30-some years. Big chunk of my life. She has been costuming me on stage, making me everything from a crab. I played Countess Crustacea at the Gaslight, to Lula Bankhead at the Invisible Theater, and everything in between.
When I think about Maryann, she just doesn't teach skills, she teaches possibilities. She opened my eyes. The same person who can sew a tutu can sew a spacesuit.
For the Invisible Theater, Maryann was a resident costume designer. So we collaborated brilliantly, but beyond that, what she saw on the stage, I trust her implicitly. In addition, she worked with a conversation with Edith Head because she made some of the costumes, and she taught me things from a costume designer's point of view that I can incorporate so that people truly believe I'm a designer when I portray the legendary Edith Head.
Working together here at the Gaslight Theater for about 10, 11 years, that's when we started really getting into the whole theater. I've been sewing since I was really young, same with Maryann. You have to have a passion for it because it's not the simplest career. No. It's not the highest paid career. The people that I know like Maryann that do it, they have the same passion otherwise. And the film work and stuff and theater work, it's difficult, you know? It's a lot of, you're the first one in, the last one out all the time.
Always, yeah.
And the last one mentioned and the least appreciated. We're the little behind the scenes invisible, kind of like the techs, except they seem to get a little bit more recognition because they're on the stage. We're literally behind the scenes. We just, you know, people forget about us till they need us, and then it's like, oh yeah, you guys.
Yeah. When you're working on a play, it's a lot of collaborating with the other people on the production team. There's finishers, stitchers, drapers, first hands, and then a shopper, costume shopper. The costume designer comes in, and also working with the actors to discover how they are progressing their character. That's why I love working what I do too, because we're telling that story.
Hey, awesome.
A good costume does a number of things. It defines the character. The costume allows them to do everything that they need to do in the performance, as far as like freedom of movement, quick changes, or anything like that. It just supports the performance and it supports the performer.
This deck of cards is called the bicycle deck. That led me to researching bicycles. This was the beginning of the women's movement, and the bicycle helped project it forward. So I ended up using all different bicycle parts. I chose blue because I was trying to mimic the blue card. The second deck during World War II was called the escape deck. When you immerse it in water, it opens up to a map of different parts of Europe. I decided to do that with this. When you look at the inside of the jacket, it looks like a normal lining. When you open it up, it becomes the women's movement on a bicycle route. It starts out March 31st, 1776 with Abigail Adams' letter to John Adams. That's when they were writing the Constitution. In 1963, Congress passes the Equal Pay Act. Then in 1973, there was the Roe versus Wade, and it was a woman's right to safe and legal abortion. We all know where that is now. August 26, 1920, 19th Amendment passes. Women are given the right to vote right there. And then, of course, we have January 2020, that Kamala Harris is the first female vice president of the United States. And then I put this decoration on here too, because every time we try to move forward in freedom or anything, as we go forward 2 steps back, it's never a straight line. It's always a zigzag.
Most importantly is you have to be willing to develop trust in yourself as an artist first, and know that your art and your feelings and your thoughts have value. It's hard for young people. We develop that as we grow older. There is no specific channel to follow. It's something you have to try, and like anything in life, and you learn the skills you need to be successful. You don't have to come in with those skills.
And you gotta go with your heart. You gotta go with that passion of what drives you, and you know what? It will. It really will. That's what drove me.
Hi, I'm Tom McNamara, host of Arizona Illustrated. Thanks so much for watching this story from our show. And for more local stories from Arizona Illustrated, just click right here.